Hello, you guys. I just want to talk about Canada and how it feels to live in Canada currently. Um, and I just want to start this off to say that I don't want to promote migrant bashing or anything like that because I don't think that that is really the answer. But yeah, so I'm Canadian. I've lived in Canada my whole life. I've never ever in my life even traveled outside Canada. I've lived in both Ontario and Alberta. Um, yeah, being 18 years old in Canada kind of sucks because there's nothing to sort of do. There's no way to really live as a Canadian youth because I feel like honestly that the government hates us, hates the youth especially because of there's no job opportunities especially. I mean, we have a youth unemployment rate of 15% and um or over 40% of Canadian youths are unemployed. And it sucks because as much as I don't want to blame temporary, well, I'm not really blaming temporary foreign workers, but I think part of a huge part of that is the temporary foreign worker program because it's easier to sort of exploit these workers from other countries, and it's easier to get away with a lot of mistreatment when you're hiring these temporary foreign workers because the workers aren't paid the same that Canadians are. And so it's easier for corporations to sort of take advantage on that. And so not only are the temporary foreign workers being exploited, but Canadian youths are out of jobs. And I absolutely don't think that it's a temporary foreign worker issue, but it's a corporate greed issue. And I think a lot of, especially Canadian conservatives, get that wrong. So they bash the migrants instead of these corporations. Um, but yeah, or jobs that you need degrees for take only pay you like $17 an hour. And I mean, our economy in general is fucked because Mark Carney is a horrible economist and is too busy, sending $7 billion to Ukraine. While homelessness and poverty is at an all-time high in Canada since the Great Depression. And a lot of these useless liberals that voted for him because they were scared other politicians were going to sell us out to Trump, while Mark Carney is making deals with Palantir when Palantir is basically an AI program that they're test training on people in Gaza. So basically these like drones in Gaza can somehow detect that people are going to be criminals in the future. And so Palantir is sending these AI drones to like kill random people that they think are going to be a threat. And that even like Palantir, I think the CEO said that they're depending on war crimes being committed, so they can gain what is it called? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I think Mark Carney is evil, actually. And I'm not a I'm actually like a communist. I'm not a conservative or liberal. I actually think Mark Carney is a conservative. And I just think that we need a new system entirely, because the one that we've been stuck in for the past 15 years is not benefiting Canadians at all. I think it benefits outsiders instead of the insiders, because like, I don't really think Ukraine needs $7 billion, especially not over Canadians. And Alberta is trying to privatize healthcare. Ontario's cutting funds to OSAP, which is like student funding. So, Canada is an elitist state, so that means all of our money goes to these billionaires and millionaires and rich people. And so I don't think there should be such things as billionaires, and I think we need to get the rich people the fuck out. Because Doug Ford says that OSAP is useless spending, and then buys a $30 million jet. Yeah, living in this country sucks, because it's like all of our politicians are like dumb as fuck. And it's like and it's like Canadians don't really have like class consciousness, you know? It's like Canadians are very stupid. They try and think that they're not, but they are. And it's like it just sucks, because it's like this country has the potential to be great, but it's being overrun by corporate greed and elitists. So that's all I have to say, basically. Is that this country is corrupt inherently, and it's inherently evil. Like, we're gonna send $7 billion to Ukraine while our indigenous people are still impoverished and suffering under poverty. And like, I don't know, it just sucks to live in Canada, especially if you're a Canadian youth, because it's honestly like old people that are like fucking the country up. Like, we need more young politicians in Canada. Like you see in America, they're starting to have younger politicians. And I think we need that in Canada. Well, I actually don't believe in voting, because just think of it this way, is that working people are oppressed and the rich people are the oppressors. And so all voting is just pledging your alliance to one of your oppressors. Liberals and conservatives are both oppressors of the average people. They all take our money and don't give anything back. Like, yeah, none of our tax dollars helps us. I mean, I've even seen it, like, our roads aren't being fixed, our schools aren't being funded. But, $7 billion to Ukraine, I guess. And then, like, other dumb shit. It just, like, sucks. This country sucks. I guess that's all I have to say. Goodbye.